The information and opinions you hear on the Del Walmsley Radio Show are those of the host, Del Walmsley, his guests, and his callers, and do not necessarily reflect the opinions of this station, its affiliates, its management, or advertisers.
If you have investments and feel they haven't made enough for you to retire on, or if you just want to learn how extra money can be made from home, do what thousands of people have done. Hop in your car and head over to Online Trading Academy. Learn their patented rules-based strategy for trading. It shows how to pick the right investments like stocks, options, futures, and Forex, how they make money not only when they go up, but when they go down or sideways. And most important, learn how to limit the risk on all trades you make. Learn investing from professional traders in a classroom who are certified, currently trade, and profitable. They show you what they do every day to make income. See for yourself at a free half-day class at Online Trading Academy. They're all over Miami-Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach County. There's a free half-day class near you. Call now for a pair of free tickets. Online Trading Academy, 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510. 954-668-2510.
AM 1470, WNN, with more of what you need to know.
Get all the latest on health with caller health questions and comments, breaking health news, the health alternative, outrage, and mystery of the week. Dr. Bob Martin Show, Sundays at 10 a.m.
Talk 1470 is WWNN Pompano Beach and 95.3 FM W237BD Boca Raton, the Health and Wealth Radio Network.
If you've been putting off going to the dentist, now is the time to get the dental work you need. JJ Dental is offering an incredible deal for new patients. A $69 new patient special. It includes a comprehensive exam by the dentist, a full series of x-rays, and a cleaning. Regular value, $305. But for the month of June at JJ Dental, just $69. JJ Dental wants to be your family dentist. Call 954-463-7262. 954-463-7262.
The skills you can develop as a soldier in the Army National Guard can give you an edge in the high-tech job market of tomorrow. The Guard offers career training to take advantage of your skills in science, technology, engineering, and math that can help give you a leg up to a high-paying and rewarding STEM profession. Get a head start on your career while earning money to pay for college. Log on to NationalGuard.com to learn about all of the STEM career opportunities in the Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the Florida Army National Guard. Aired by the Florida Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Talk here. Talk there. Talk 1470 AM and 95.3 FM. The Health and Wealth Radio Network. WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Congratulations on your engagement, and welcome to Wedding Talk with your host, Steve-O. Wedding Talk is a show where we give you peace of mind through your chaotic excitement of the wedding, where we have professional vendors weekly to discuss their services, experiences, and to answer any questions you may have to help create your dream wedding. To be part of our show, call in at 888-565-1470. Now let's go to the show. Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Wedding Talk. It is Monday, as usual. Our shows every Monday. My guest this evening is actually running late. There's mad traffic, thank you to the rain. So we are waiting for Beatrice Otero. Hopefully I'm saying that right. She's from Elite Cake, so we have a baker coming in the house. A few days ago, or maybe a week ago, I put a picture of a cake, a big tow truck cake, which is actually one of her pieces of work. But, of course, being on Wedding Talk, she does a lot of wedding cakes. So if you're a bride-to-be, she'll be here hopefully within the next 10, maybe 15 minutes, where we can ask her those questions that you guys have. So being that I'm by myself, if you have any questions for me and want to chime in, the number here is 888-565-1470. Again, 888-565-1470. So I'll take the time to catch you guys up on a lot of stuff that's happening. One thing I do want to emphasize is this coming Thursday, June 14th, check us out. We're going to be on the Brooklyn Cafe with Freddie and Dawn. And, you know, there's always mayhem when we get on there. It's a lot of fun on there. So check us out 12 to 2 on the Brooklyn Cafe TV. And then at night from 6 to 8, if you're local, we are having a huge, well, not we, let's say SoFlo, my boy Tommy Hibbert, is running a big networking event at the Heart of Delray Art Gallery, downtown Delray. It's on 1440 South Federal Highway. If you're a vendor, if you're a business owner, this is a show you don't want to miss. I'm actually going to be there DJing the event and hosting the event along with Tommy. We will have Rich Williams, who was here last week as a guest from Rich Photo Works. He will be there giving complimentary headshots. So if you need a new shot for your business cards or for your social media profile or what have you, he will be there giving complimentary. It will cost you nothing to get a nice headshot. We have Michael Pla from Empire Photo Booth Rentals. He was another one of my guests that you guys seen. He will be there with his big selfie mirror. So that'd be a lot of fun. You guys will, you know, you hear a lot about this mirror. I put up a lot of videos, a lot of photos, but you'll actually be able to play with the mirror and see exactly what it does. So he'll be there as well, along with many other vendors in the area. I think we have almost 125 tickets sold. So again, this is an event you don't want to miss, and it's at the beautiful art gallery in the Heart of Delray. So not only do you have a networking event, which is ran like no other, what SoFlo does so differently, but it's also in an art gallery. So the atmosphere, and there's going to be food, there's going to be music and stuff like that, so you don't want to miss that. Another thing I want to mention is my good buddy Nick Cavallo Marketing. You'll see him on my page, Coach Nick. Him and his son 2.0 is having a funny video challenge. So it's either you have to make a 30 to 60 second video clip, something funny, or take a pie in the face on video. So check out Nick Cavallo Marketing. It's facebook.com/Nick Cavallo Marketing. And join in. I think he's got, I don't know how many prizes he's giving away for the winner, but it's something you don't want to miss. So check that out. All right, guys. So, you know, what I do at heart is I run New York Sounds DJ and Entertainment. So being in, and this is wedding talk, so I try not to, this is not a forum for me to advertise my DJing stuff. I strictly have this show for a forum for you brides out there and grooms that check me out. So we are here to give you information and educate you on stuff for your big day. But being that I have no guests at this point, we'll go forward and talk about what I experience in my industry as far as the DJ and services. So one of the big things, ladies especially, I'm going to sit there and talk to you, and you hear this every week. Each vendor has said this, is the waiting, the postponing of setting an appointment, or the communication piece to the vendor is what needs help. You know, we get a lot of inquiries as far as brides looking for a DJ, a bride looking for photography or a baker or whatever, and they reach out for information. We then reach out back, and it takes days, sometimes weeks, to get a response from the bride. That being said, in return, we go ahead and we get another bride and we book the date, and then the first bride gets all upset about how we can do that and ruin their day. So ladies, don't drag your feet. An average vendor, and you've heard it from each vendor I've had on this show, books from 9 to 12 months out. And I can't emphasize how important it is to have that communication piece with your vendors. Even if it's a no, even if it's something you're not interested in, I would say have the courtesy to at least let us know not to continue to try to get a hold of you or email you or text you and stuff, because we feel it becomes a harassment piece, and it shouldn't be that way. It should be more of, we're trying to help you. And of course, we're trying to make business for ourselves, but at the end of the day, it's for your big day. So, that being said, all the North brides, North Palm Beach, I'd like you to know that New York Sounds DJ and Entertainment is now a preferred vendor at the mansion at Tuckahoe. That's in Jensen Beach. It's a huge, huge mansion, beautiful piece of land. There's a poolside where usually the cocktail hour is. There's a court in the back where you can have your ceremony. And then there's a beautiful covered balcony where you can have cocktail hour as well. And, of course, the dining area, which is for food and dancing. So the mansion at Tuckahoe is one of my newest venues that I am at. I also do an immense amount of work at the Delray Beach Golf Club, as you guys already know. Beth Mullen, who is the manager there, catering manager. So if you're looking for the Delray Beach area, she's perfect for you. In the Boynton Beach area, I'm at the Westchester Beach Country Club, and you could get a hold of Christina. She's there as well. Mentioning the Breakers West, which is out west in the Wellington area, and Trinity runs that sales catering department. So these are just a few venues that you'll see me in a consistently based month to month be performing at, and of course I go anywhere else. Just spoke to a bride where she's having her engagement party right here in West Palm in the month of September, but she's having her wedding next April in the Keys, and I love going to the Keys. It's actually the only times I go to the Keys. This is when I'm doing a wedding. So this is going to be at the Marriott at Key Largo, and this will be my fourth trip down there. So it's a great experience. It widens to where I go. So that's exciting news. At the end of this year, believe it or not, now as we knew, New York Sounds from New York, right? If you haven't heard the accent, but we will be in New York November 3rd at the Siegel wedding. We're doing a wedding back home where we are in Long Island, New York, in I think it's the Fox Hollow Country Club. I forgot the name of the club I'm at. But November 3rd, I'm actually going to New York, so that's exciting for me as well. This has become a very busy summer, normally than others. Usually the summers slow down based upon several things. Vacations, people go on vacations, the weather is too hot, hurricane season, everything works against us in the summer. But for some reason, the summers, the last 2 years, especially this year, I've seen a lot more traffic, a lot more events. People are moving forward their lives. They're not allowing weather and everything else to prevent them from having a good time and having their events. So that's exciting. That's great to know and great to do. Once again, if you want to call in, it's 888-565-1470. If you have any questions or want to sit there and chat. I am currently working on a freestyle concert with our boy Johnny Quest. I believe it's going to be in August. I'm a big, big freestyle fan. For all the people out there listening that are my age, that's what we grew up on, and it's great. I get to work with all the artists and the DJs that promote that music and that they're still around, still kicking it. So I will be updating you on that. Next week on Wedding Talk, I am going to change it up a little bit. So each week I have a vendor in the wedding industry that does different things. So far I've had a photographer, I had the photo booth, I had hair and makeup, I've had who else? Photography, I had videography. Next week, I have a bride that I did her wedding about 2 years ago that is coming in, and she's going to discuss her exciting day, what her favorite moments were, what things she may have done differently, the do's and don'ts, and she's going to share some personal content with you. So Vanessa D'Amore, her name is. She'll be here next week at Wedding Talk. So that being said, any bride listening that has been married already and would love to share your story with other brides, call me at 561-503-6570. Again, 561-503-6570. You could also email me at info at nysoundsevents.com. Info at nysoundsevents.com. Email me or call me if you'd like to be a guest on Wedding Talk. It's every Monday night from 6 to 6:30. It's 30 minutes. We have a great conversation. Sometimes we have fellow brides checking into to visit, to ask some questions to whatever vendor I have here. So if you're a guest on our show, you might have some questions, some brides calling in and asking you different questions that you can help them. It's all about helping. This show is based upon helping. Helping other brides. And I have a bride texting right now. Stacy, I just got it. So I will be in contact with you after the show. Thank you for tuning in and listening. How's everybody's Monday going? I'm hearing some noise. I'm thinking that might be my guest. Hopefully that's my guest. Because I didn't plan on just talking to you guys by myself. So, what else is new and exciting? I was at Benvenuto's over the weekend. Benvenuto's is an Italian restaurant over in Boynton Beach, Florida. And we did a wedding there. Now, if you're looking, again, in the Boynton Beach area, Benvenuto's, I can say, has a beautiful garden area that has the ceremonies. That you have your ceremony in. It has a nice little waterfall in the back. It has a canopy and stuff. So beautiful ceremonies. And they have three different rooms. So depending on the size of your party, they could open up 2 rooms to fit anywhere from 125 plus. Or you can have a room for anywhere 100 and under. So, and the food is amazing there. It's Italian food. So the food is amazing. And Rocky is the chef. I know the chef personally. And so Benvenuto's is in Boynton Beach. Where else was I? I was at Out of the Blue on Thursday and did a ceremony. Just a ceremony, no reception. The bride and groom decided that they were going to take their guests out to a restaurant and have a dinner, so there's no DJ needed. But I did do a ceremony, so as many of you may not know, I'm also an officiant, so I can marry you legally and do all your paperwork and stuff like that. So we were at Out of the Blue Country Club. That's in Jupiter Beach, Florida, in Johnson's Landing. Beautiful venue, ran by Elisa. Her name is Elisa. The venue sits by the water, so the ceremony for the outdoors is gorgeous. Unfortunately, Thursday we have Stephanie calling in. All right, we have a bride calling in. So let's go to the phones. Hello, Stephanie.
Hi.
Hello, how you doing? Thank you for calling in.
I'm good. How are you?
Good, good. How can we help you here tonight?
I was wondering, if I'm hiring a DJ, how many songs do I need to give him?
All right. Well, that's a great question. So, rule of thumb is most DJs now, we come digitally equipped. So we come with hundreds of thousands of songs, and most of us have hotspots. But it is important for us to know what you like. So what I always tell my brides is if you give me anywhere from 20 to 30 songs, that'll give me a perfect picture of what you're into. And more importantly, songs or genres of music that you don't want to hear. Between the two lists, it'll give me my my guidelines of where to stay.
Okay, so I don't have to come up with like 100 songs or anything for that.
No. We're actually against that. It's actually a lot of work for you. Also, you gotta leave the DJ some creativity. You gotta leave them some creativity to know what works. You know, being in the business so long, we know what works, what gets the crowd going. And although it's your wedding and it's very important of what your flavor of music is, we still have to have enough room to get the crowd up. Because let's just say you're into country, and the crowd might not react to country. So we need to please you, of course, because you're the bride and it's your big day. But also, we do want your guests to have a good time and have fun. So hopefully that answered your question.
Okay, good. I have another question.
Sure.
What about, do you have any, suggestions for, first dance? Like, what kind of songs and the father-daughter dance?
Absolutely. So, again, when I address my brides, I could help you with any suggestions. I can give you the most common, the top 10, or we can sit down and discuss different things. The only song I always try to stay away from, to be honest with you, Stephanie, is the first dance. I'm a big fan that the first dance should be symbolic between you and your fiance. But parent dances and stuff and what's commonly played and, symbolically what the relationship was between the parents and stuff like that, we discuss, and I can definitely give you some best tips and advice on that. When's your big day?
December 16th.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. Where are you getting married?
Delray Beach Golf Club.
Oh, Miss Beth Mullen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm assuming that you might be one of my brides, and I just don't have your paperwork in front of me. So.
Yes. I have to book an appointment.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Well, Stephanie, thank you so much. Do you have any other questions before I bring my guest on?
No, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you soon.
Okay, bye-bye.
All righty. All right, guys. We have Beatrice from Elite Bakery just joining us. Perfect. Elite Bakery. Have a seat. Make sure the mic is adjusted to you so we can definitely hear you.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you?
Traffic was just a nightmare, huh?
It was.
I know. So, okay, so I kind of started things.
Uh-huh.
Is that you? And people were already sending in some questions. But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about, we have like 8 minutes. So, how long you been doing this?
Well, Steve, I am a third-generation baker. So
beautiful.
The bakery runs in my family. We've been in business for 18 years now. And my background comes from Cuba. Under the name of La Gran Via, which was a very popular bakery in Cuba. It was the most famous one. To give you an example of how busy they were, in the last year that they were able to celebrate Mother's Day, they did 17,000 cakes in one weekend.
Wow.
So it was very big. It was a 24-hour production. So my passion comes from there.
Okay, so you've been doing this a long, long time now.
Yes.
Okay, and you're down in Miami, right?
In Cooper City.
Okay.
In Cooper City, on Flamingo between Sterling and Griffin.
So a few little guidelines here and on Wedding Talk. We talk about your business, but we don't talk about numbers.
Okay.
So the brides might chime in to some questions, and every week we go through the same thing. But ladies, we don't talk about prices. That's something that you'll talk privately. Because right now, we have a question: how much is the deposit? When is final payment due? We can answer.
Yes, absolutely. The deposit is usually when you place your order, and it's usually 50%. of whatever the order is. And then the final payment is due 2 weeks before the wedding. And at that point, we go over the order, make sure that colors haven't changed, that we have the right number of people, and all those final details.
Gotcha. Now, I was telling them I think it was the last week, I put a few pictures of what Norman sent me of the tow truck.
Yes.
I mean, that was an amazing piece. And I was
Thank you.
I mean, that's some... And how long did that take you, that kind of cake?
It took me approximately like 23 hours. And it was 2 cake decorators along with me working on it. It was a lot of fun.
So
you were able to see the LED lights and all the effects? Yes.
And I put it all over my face, so I got a lot of comments. I mean, it was something really, really cool. I don't know about a wedding cake like that.
Listen,
do something
imagination is our biggest key. So whatever the bride and the groom wants, we can definitely make it happen.
So by rule of thumb, how far in advance do you think they should be calling you for their cake?
Anytime is a good time. We have brides already for the end of 2019 because brides nowadays are booking that far in advance. So it all depends in what stage they are in their wedding planning. So they can come as soon as they have their venue booked up, because the venue will determine who is included in their package or not. So if we are one of the ones that are included in their package, so then they know that they can come to us, and then we'll do that process.
Okay. So Vanessa's listening.
Hi, Vanessa.
And Vanessa has a question. That's your camera there, just so you know. This is your first time here, so I got to kind of like tell you everything. All right, so Vanessa's calling in. So she is saying, and I think I know the answer to this, but I'll let you answer it. She says, can you design a custom cake to match my theme, dress, or color scheme? Or do I select from set designs?
No, you can absolutely bring your own design, and if it's your dress, we can definitely do it. As long as we get the pictures of how your dress is going to be, obviously without the groom there, because we don't want the groom to see your dress before the day.
Absolutely.
So, but absolutely we can. If you want to make it life size, we can do that as well.
And there's a part 2 to this question.
Absolutely.
So she says, I have an old family cake recipe. Can you adapt it for my wedding cake design?
I would have to go through the recipe, because we have our own, and I do carry my own recipe from my grandfather since 1921. So that is a recipe that I can, but I'm open to making sure that we're doing whatever she wants.
Now, just like I've had every vendor on this show, we discuss. Now I'm doing this 26 years, and most of my vendors that I've had on this is 20 plus years, like yourself. So we've seen a lot of changes in weddings, and as far as what we do at a wedding and everything else. But I'm only thinking out loud as far as for what you do. Everyone's going into this big health movement where sugars and gluten and everything else. So you've had to adapt as well, I'm assuming,
right,
to that as well. So what do you do different?
Well, my thing with that, my note with that is that the cake is always a dessert. So desserts always have sugar. So there are ways of going around it. It just depends, again, on the menu of the bride and what they have and what they're looking for. So we can accommodate to that as well.
How's the best way to communicate with you? Give me your number.
954-450-2685.
And right there, guys, it's on the bottom of the screen, as you guys can see it. And we have another one by Stephanie. Traditional cakes or cupcake tower? What's the most popular?
Traditional. Well, right now they can definitely get away. Like I say, they can get away with murder, because if you like the cupcake towers for your wedding, we can definitely do that. Or if you want a traditional cake, brides nowadays are not subject to sticking to a particular trend or what it used to be. Now, we have naked cakes, we have semi-naked cakes.
Wow.
So there's so many things that we can choose from, or they can choose from, that, it's endless. And now with creativity and doing custom cakes, like Vanessa said, we can definitely do anything that they want. It's pretty much the style that the bride wants to have.
Well, being that we were gypped out of getting to know you, we definitely have to bring you on again.
Absolutely.
Guys, again, Beatrice from Elite Cake Creations. She's at 12330 Southwest 53rd Street, Suite 702 in Cooper City, 954-450-2685. Thank you for coming, and I'm so sorry it was so short.
Welcome. Not a problem.
But guys,
at all.
thank you for tuning into Wedding Talk. And remember, next week we'll have a bride on here to share her story of her big day. So thanks for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Thank you all for tuning in to Wedding Talk. I hope you found this useful and made it easier for you in your big day. Please tag, like, share this video, and most importantly, tune in next week. But for now, enjoy your honeymoon and talk to you next time.